It's Bourbon Night. Hello, I'm Chad.
I'm Sarah.
And we are live on location here at Hops2go in Lexington, Kentucky. This is our, thank you everyone. Thank you. No.
It is an operating store.
Yes,
they are open right now.
they are open.
So we may have some special guests pop in.
Right, might hear the phone ring, might hear the door, so forth. But yeah, we're set up here in their, as you can see, their storefront. We have just some of their bourbon selection behind us. And this is our second ever on location live episode.
This is true.
But, we were talking last week about, someone actually asked about barrel picks.
Whoa, that sound is on. My
Yep,
bad.
sound is on. It's like when you call into the radio, ma'am, turn your phone down.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah. But we were talking about, someone asked about barrel picks, and if we had a place that we, it was kind of like a surefire place, and through that talking, we were like, actually, we're 3 for 3 at Hops2go. So now here we are, a week later.
At Hops2go.
And what we're going to do is some of their picks versus some of the regular off the shelf. Mm-hmm. And we're going to start with Woodford Reserve.
Yes.
Yeah, so.
So let's start with, you have all the on the shelf. I have all the
do.
picks.
Regular.
So you've got this one.
Old off the shelf.
I've got their barrel pick. This actually just came out yesterday. Brand new Woodford Double Oaked. We helped pick.
That's right.
We did help pick it, but
That's the only one that we've helped pick
so
of the ones here.
that's true.
Yeah, we did help pick it.
Hopefully not the last.
Yeah.
So if you'll pour that double oaked off the shelf, we'll give that a taste first. So
Yes.
Hops2go is local to us in Lexington, and it's pretty cool because they do delivery. You can place orders online through their app and stuff, and you can come pick it up, or you can have it delivered to you. They also do snacks and stuff, so if you're having a party or something, like Derby's next weekend, and I can't think of a worse thing than being like, oh no, it's the middle of my Derby party, and I don't have what I need. You could just call, and they'll just bring it to you, which is pretty cool, especially for Lexington, because I feel like this is the first thing like this here. Shh, with the crackers.
All right, I gotta get some real estate here.
Yeah.
There we go. Let me just put these crackers down here.
Yeah.
For cracker time.
For cracker
you
time.
know
You know
how
we'll
it
get
goes.
there.
You know how it goes. All right, so.
This is a single shop. Someone asked if it was a big chain or a single shop. This is a single shop local to us. So if you're ever in Lexington, we recommend stopping by. What you doing?
I'm just gonna click on this for you,
Thank you.
so you can. Oh no, hold on. Oh,
There
there,
we go.
yeah, there they are. There
Okay.
they are. Yeah.
Cool.
All right, good. Bigger screen.
Bigger screen.
Yeah.
Someone said double oak, not my style. Hey, that's to each his own. I will have to say this is extremely delicious and not, from what I recall, not on the same level as this one. I think
It's been a while actually since I've had
just off the shelf
since
double
I've had
oak.
off the shelf double oak. I remember when we did an uncorking of this. I remember saying I wanted to eat a barbecue sandwich with it. It was kind of a savory tasting bourbon. So we'll see if that, because it's also been
You gave me a lot.
minute.
We've got 3 of these to go through, and we've got the on the shelf and the pick of each. So that's 6.
You'll be
so
all right.
we'll see how it goes.
They might have to deliver you home.
Right? Can you
Yeah.
deliver me to my house?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just as I remember.
It's good. Yeah, just like I remembered. Let's see.
No, it's got those pops of caramel in there, and yeah, it is pretty savory. Still stand behind that. It's good. It's good. Now, what do you want to do? You want to break out some other glasses so we can
Try
maybe
them side
go
by side?
Yeah,
Okay.
back to back.
Let's do it.
All right, let's do that. We're also by a big window, so sun going behind a cloud. Might see some changing in lighting here.
Here we go.
How do store barrel picks out there work? Do you have to go to the distillery, or do you send them a bunch of samples? So
It's actually different depending on the distillery,
Yeah.
and they sometimes do it different ways.
With this pick, the Woodford Reserve Double Oak pick,
Yes, that's in this glass, by the
a
way. We'll leave this up here.
representative actually came to the store, and that was the first one that we've been a part of where we weren't actually at the distillery.
Mm-hmm.
So it a little bit is like a lot of the pick is being out there, but actually what can happen if you're tasting bourbon straight out of a barrel in a rick house, you can kind of get
Rose-colored
rose-colored
glasses.
glasses
I
to
knew
the
you were
whole
gonna say that.
thing. You're like, everything's
true.
delicious.
Because you're sort of in it, and
Yeah.
it's like when you get home, you're like, wait, what just happened?
Yeah, exactly.
But the nice thing about having it here is that it's a little bit more of a controlled environment where I think you can be a little more analytical.
And plus, we got to do it on a lunch break.
That was cool. And you
With-
can't really get to a distillery and back on a lunch break to do a barrel pick.
Right, yeah. So that's harder. So it was actually cool. So she came here and she brought samples. We tried it.
She was super knowledgeable and nice.
And we also did it with the Lexington Bourbon Society. We were two people, because we're both in the Lexington Bourbon Society, so we were two of the 8 to 9 people here that were involved in that pick. But it was kind of a unanimous decision.
Right, to pick this bottle right here. Okay, so, I mean, this is just a world of difference, I think.
Yeah.
This
one
is like,
has more personality. It tastes spicier.
this tastes very, like, I would say flat. Like, middle
Well,
of
it's
the
more.
road.
I feel like the on the shelf one's more like mellow.
Yeah, it is really mellow. And it's easy, but it also doesn't have a lot of personality, whereas I feel like this one has got
It's just
a lot
like
of, like, oaky,
it's turned up.
chocolate. Yeah, it's like, dial that up with the flavor.
Yeah.
But it feels balanced,
Ooh,
so.
yeah, it kind of dances on the tongue. Gives you a little bit of a tongue punch, but nothing crazy. It's still, it's still not like where you have to be bourbon level 10 to enjoy it.
Right.
You could be a moderate bourbon drinker, and I think you would still dig on this.
Yeah, I mean, again, like someone said before, not really a big fan of the Woodford Double Oaked, but I just don't. Again, this is like a world of difference, the pick versus the on the shelf. So
Yeah.
let's see, what
Hold
kind
on.
of questions do we got
I'm
here?
going to turn this mic a little bit more towards you.
Oh, am I being too quiet? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're a little mouse. Well, she's just using her inside voice because we are inside.
We
and there
are
other
inside.
people here, and she's not wanting to
I don't want to yell
disturb
at them.
them. And I'm like,
I'm Chad.
I'm live on the internet. You will pay attention to every damn word I have to say. Movie quote. Put it in there, people.
Yeah. Can't get store picks in Europe. Well, that's a bummer. Wait, but what about
What about Maison
La
du
Maison du Whiskey?
Les
I think it's
Maison
in-
du Whiskey.
It's in France.
It's in France. We want to have those picks. We have one of them, and it's delicious.
Yeah, back and forth. There's no contest here.
Okay, going from the pick to the regular, I can see what you're saying about it being kind of flat.
This one, yeah,
The regular.
this one.
It tastes more kind of one note, and the pick has got the things that I'm liking about this one, but
Again, just turned up.
they've taken the knobs and they've gone to 11. This one goes to 11.
We all know that's from.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this one's just, yeah.
I don't hate it.
No.
I just don't love it. It's just like, bleh. It's just here to
Now,
exist.
in comparison to this one, or
delicious.
just like overall?
I'm thinking right now overall,
Really?
it's just okay. And I think it's because I've had this one and now I can't go back.
You know what they say about picks? Once you go
have-
picks,
But the
you
thing, yeah.
can't go back.
No, one says that.
No one says
It's
that.
okay.
No. I mean, in all fairness, we've had some bad picks before too. So.
It's true, we have had some bad picks. However, fortunately, this is not one of them. This is a delicious. pick.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm gonna give my stuff a rinse. Is the Lexington Bourbon Society a front for a super secret organization like the Statesmen? Are we actually spies? Do you really think that this guy could get away with being a spy?
Maybe it's all an act.
It could be.
You know.
I mean, I'm definitely not coordinated enough to be any sort of spy. No. You should see how often I trip over things.
Yeah. That's why we do this show sitting down.
Let's see. Oh, I'm missing some comments. One moment, please.
So, obviously we pour water in here to wash out the glass so we don't get any residual. It's also just a good way to make yourself drink water. Drink more water. Stay hydrated.
Let's see. Someone asked about thoughts on the McKenna price rises. I mean, I figured that was coming one day anyways because you cannot during this day and age, I just don't think you can keep getting a 10-year-old single barrel, 100 proof bottled and bond, like for $28 to $30. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised that it's going up. I'll keep buying it.
I would rather see that than the 10-year age statement disappear. You know?
Yeah.
So they could go the Knob Creek route and take their age statement off and keep the price the same, or they could ask for a little bit more money and keep it on there. Because, you know, and we've heard this from Denny Potter, the master distiller of Heaven Hill. Like, what's your, I can't remember what the question was. We saw him at Bourbon and Beyond. What do you usually drink most often from Heaven Hill or whatever?
What's his
and, you know, and he's like, Henry McKenna, 10-year bottled and bond. It's kind of our best kept secret, but it's not so secret anymore.
Right.
And it's because of idiots like us
who tell the world about it.
Like, it's amazing. And other people, other idiots.
Other idiots. Someone else just joined, asked where we are.
Hello.
We are in Lexington, Kentucky. We are at Hops2go.
Hops2go.
Liquor, wine, and beer delivery and pickup in store.
Yeah, you can
And
come in,
snacks.
pick it up. You can call them. They can bring it to you. They can bring you some snacks. So if you run out of bourbon, you know, don't fret. Just give them a call.
Just give them a call. Or use the app or the website.
Yep. What are we on to?
We're going to move on to the Knob Creek pick, which is before the Woodford.
Hey, I just about have the same amount left in my bottle.
Hey, look at that. Before the Woodford Double Oaked, this is their most recent pick before that. So yeah.
So,
You know. Normal. You're pouring regular in that one. So you go ahead.
yes.
So this
Regular
is
Knob
standard,
Creek, nothing up my
single barrel
sleeve.
on the shelf, nothing up my sleeve. Watch my hands.
Sir, can you inspect this glass? Make sure this is a normal glass. This is not a trick glass.
You're
This is
ridiculous.
normal bourbon off the shelf.
Give me some.
All
I don't
right.
want to spend the rest of it. Someone commented on the great selection that's on the wall behind us. Yeah, they got some 1920. They got McKenna, which we were just talking about over here. We got Noah's Mill up there. Got some Elijah Craig down here. Jefferson's, Russell's.
Some of the new Long Branch right there.
Yep. Drive on down.
Which we just did an
order
uncorking for. Go watch that.
it. They'll bring it to you.
We won't. Wouldn't that be cool though?
Wouldn't that be cool? Oh, we'll bring it to you? I
Yeah.
don't think that's allowed.
The phone would be ringing off the hook.
Yeah, okay.
I want Chad and Sarah
I don't think anyone wants us
to
driving
bring me
them anything.
No, we would have to also be delivered. Like,
Yeah,
deliver
us with the bourbon.
With the bourbon, and for no extra charge, we will stay and help you drink that bottle.
And Chad will sing you the Bourbon Night song.
And I will sing you the Bourbon Night song is in many different styles that I can, which is a lot.
I don't want to be there for that. Maybe I'll just leave you all alone.
No,
for
you
that.
can just take a nap.
Thanks,
Because at
that'd
that
be
point,
great. Oh, I put it back. I should
Yeah.
not do that. I'll put
yeah,
it up here.
put it out there.
My
It's a
bad.
product.
My bad.
So with Knob Creek picks, you get this nice, lovely
It's like a metal
faux
plate. Faux metal plate.
Metal plate. They even have like where the little screws would go in,
Isn't it cute?
but it's a sticker.
Don't ruin the magic for them. All right, so we're going to try the standard on the shelf. Single barrel. Pam's here.
Hey Pam.
She's not in there. She's in there.
Hey Pam. Sorry. Pam, are you in there? Hello.
Oh my gosh.
It's me.
That's,
Is it Pam you're looking for?
that's enough.
All right, that's enough. Knob Creek, 120 proof. A little more zip in your hoo-ha there at the 120 proof.
I'm not real sure what that means, but I don't like it.
Just roll with it.
Okay.
Solid. Always solid.
Always a solid choice.
Always a great choice. It's nutty.
I feel like you can't go wrong.
It's a little nutty. And no, you can never go wrong.
It is a little nutty.
Man.
So before I get into this next one, can you cracker me? They've provided us with some crackers
Yeah.
because we need snacks. Okay.
I can crack at you.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, just, you know, it's a classic. It's Knob Creek single barrel.
So this is
And
actually.
Go ahead, sorry.
This is actually named their bunning barrel pick.
Bunny barrel. Yep.
If you come and get it, ask
We've
for the bunning
both
barrel pick.
been on Knob Creek picks, singularly, and then also once together. It's a great experience. You get to go to Jim Beam, who makes Knob Creek. Spoilers. And you can actually fill your own bottle When they do the wax, dip it in wax, you can put your thumbprint in there and have your thumbprint. It's really cool. So, good experience.
Let's see. Someone's also enjoying some Knob Creek with us. Cheers to that. And, oh, someone asked if we tried the smoked maple Knob Creek. I haven't.
No.
I feel like we can kind of knock it, and that's not fair because we haven't had it.
Yeah.
I'm not really into flavors imposed on things,
I had a really bad experience with Crown Royal maple.
Oh, there it is.
And with bad experience, I mean I drank it. And it was awful. So I'm just kind of turned off to the maple flavored bourbon. But, you know, I can't cast my vote.
We can't say because we haven't
having
had it.
Yeah.
Barrel bourbon. Someone asked, would we ever do any of that? We've got some.
Yeah, we have the.
We have some samples.
Ooh.
I'm not there yet. Don't spoil. No spoilers.
Okay.
This is good, solid, standard. Pretty much what I expect Knob Creek to taste like.
We've got the New Year's edition.
Oh my gosh, this just
of bourbon barrel bourbon.
It just smells like caramelized brown sugar and amazing awesomeness. Ugh.
Wow.
Like I want to eat it.
Hey Graham, thank you for the super chat.
Thanks, Graham.
Yes. So he asked,
are we wanting to try the new Bob Dylan whiskey? I have never heard of that, so yeah. And or the Jack Daniel's Bottled and Bond. I would try it.
Yeah, we would absolutely try anything.
We'll try anything.
We'll try anything. Yeah, absolutely.
For $5.
For $5, we'll try anything. No, yeah. Now, admittedly, and I think we've talked about this a little bit on the show, we're not the biggest Jack Daniel's fans, and it's not just a Kentucky, Tennessee thing, because, you know, listen, we went down to the New Orleans Bourbon Festival, we were drinking Tennessee whiskey.
From all over. Literally from all over, not just Tennessee.
Not just Tennessee.
We're open to whiskeys from outside Kentucky.
Yeah, and we'll be doing that more as we've deepened our catalog of Kentucky bourbons. We've been branching out to, you know, Colorado, South Carolina, Texas. We have some New York to do. You know, we're all about it. So it's not a Kentucky-Tennessee rival. There's a big sports rival there, if you're not familiar. It's really just...
If you're not familiar with one of the biggest sports rivals in history, then...
I don't know. Our international viewers.
Yeah, true. Okay.
It's really just, I don't know, the flavor of Jack Daniel's just hasn't hit us. But, you know, so you're asking about the Bottle and Bond. No, never had it. So I can't say that I don't like it or wouldn't like it because I haven't had it. So absolutely, Graham, we would definitely try the Bottle and Bond and the Bob Dylan whiskey.
I'd try that.
I have to Google that because...
Yeah. Metallica also is going to make whiskey.
Yeah,
I'm like, let's
whiskey.
get all the musical artists' whiskey together and do a flight fight of that.
Yeah.
We can throw George Clooney's tequila in there too.
Sure.
If we can afford it.
Sure.
Can I just say how delicious this Bunning Barrel Pick is? Like,
I don't think anyone here would object.
whoa.
Guys, are you okay with that?
Would anyone object if I say that this is amazing?
Yeah.
I think this might be my favorite Knob Creek Barrel Pick that I've ever had. And I've had a lot of Knob Creek Barrel Picks.
I mean, I'd have to try them blind, but I definitely think...
obviously. From memory.
It's,
This is really good.
Pretty dang good. It's...
Yeah, I'm going to need to buy one of these.
Okay.
This is coming home with me.
I think it's not exactly like the Woodford, where it's like the baseline double oak, and then they just turn the knobs. I think these knobs are turned in a different direction.
Knobs.
They just turn the knob creaks. Because it's a different type of flavor. Oh, we got a customer here.
Hello, welcome.
You're fine. We're live
us.
streaming.
Hi.
Yeah.
I'm one of Perry's friends.
Oh, you are? Yeah. A friend of Perry's.
Hey, Perry, I don't know if you're
ours.
on, but one of your friends is here.
That's right. I'm here to pick up my bourbon.
Cool.
Sweet.
Enjoy.
What's your name, sir?
It's Phil.
Phil.
Shout out to Phil on the internet and in person. So Perry, Phil says hi. He's also saying, fill up my bourbon. They can't all be winners. All right.
They can't all. And they rarely are.
I don't know. How would you describe this pick as far as being different to the regular Knob Creek? It has one. I don't think it's as nutty. It's not as nutty. And you know, if you watch the show, you know I love nutty bourbons.
But it has so many other good qualities to make up for it. Like, there's a little bit of smokiness, a little bit of char, a little bit of caramel. Like,
This is a generalization, but it tastes older. And I don't know how old this pick is. The picks can generally be older than the 9.
Yeah.
It tastes older. I'm getting more of the barrel influence, more of the kind of like the leather
Yeah.
that you get with older bourbons.
Bye, Perry's friends.
Bye.
Bye, Phil.
Have a great day.
Yeah, it's
delicious.
it is good. It's really good.
I'm trying to think of the right description for it. I'll have to try these again, back to back.
Tasty.
Good. Nutty. Definitely nutty.
I mean, I still get some
on the shelf.
some nut on the pick, but it's not like forward like your typical Knob Creek stuff, you know.
Yeah, this is like deeper almost, and it's more, again, like this one plays it a little safer, whereas I think this one has a lot more personality. It goes into more of the, what would you say?
Uncharted territory.
Yeah, but like, I would say, you know, if it's your first time trying Knob Creek single barrel, you want to start here because it's more of, again, a safe area
Yeah.
for flavor, and this is more of a exploratory area of flavor. You know, but for someone who enjoys
So
bourbon
this
and
is-
who knows what they like.
Yeah, this is what you drink throughout school, and this is what you do during college.
Yes, exactly.
It's more experimental.
Well, but it's really good. I love it. Like, the nose is so good. It's just a straight caramelized brown sugar.
Yeah.
And it's so tasty.
Yeah.
I'm all about it. I want one, and I will be getting one.
There you go.
It will be mine.
It will be mine. I shall have it. I switched too
They
hard.
put one up on the bar for me. Yes. That will be for me later. Yeah, that's real good.
That's real nice, Clark.
real nice.
Real nice. Anybody? That's pretty easy.
Well, I mean,
feel
that's
like.
pretty easy. That's
But-
like a softball. You
Yeah,
just
no.
kind of toss it up
I
there.
don't know. We'll see.
All right, I'm a little behind on the comments. My bad. Let's see.
Hello,
Everyone
Phil.
said hi to Phil.
Everyone said hi. Hey, Phil. Oh, he's gone. Everyone's
He's
saying
gone.
hi to you. You need to try it. Wait, someone's saying something about
Wildcats or Cardinals? I mean, the blue and the blue. I mean,
Wildcats.
Wildcats all the way.
Never had that question before.
The next release, Old Forester Whiskey Row series. I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's like 1910.
Yeah, and actually they just announced that the new distillery on Whiskey Row is going to be opening in June. So that's cool. You should check
What,
that
Old
out.
Forester?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's see. McKenna, yes, graduated to McKenna.
I'm
Always
doing
a good thing.
my cola reset.
Gross.
I think, something like a cola shocks your palate more than just water. You know how you
This
can drink
120 proofs make me hot.
I know.
I'm a
You
little
can drink
warm.
water and you still can taste what you had before. But you do something like cola, kind of shocks the tongue. And then to get that out, you just do a little bit more water.
Yeah. It's not my system. It's not for everyone.
Hey, I asked a professional down at a seminar in New Orleans.
And she was like, whatever you want to do is fine.
No, I don't remember it that way. She was like, "That's a really good question, Chad. You're kind of brilliant, kind of ahead of your time. Whatever you want to do." That's how she ended it.
She did not.
Whatever floats your boat.
So, which wild turkey would you recommend? Rare breed,
Rare
Kentucky Spirit, or 101?
Oh, well, price-wise,
101.
101. Take price out, rare breed.
Rare breed, yeah.
We do like rare breed a little bit more than Kentucky Spirit. We feel like it's about $10 less, and even if they were the same price, I would still pick rare breed.
Ocean versus Reserve Jefferson's? Ocean.
Ocean cast strength.
Would you rather?
Worth the money. Yeah, would you rather lose your pinky or have to drink an entire bottle of Kentucky Tavern? No, just kidding. Kentucky Tavern's fine.
Let's see. I think that's pretty much. Oh, wait.
Well,
Let's pour the next one.
yeah.
I'm ready.
Take the Knob Creek away, please.
Okay.
Now, talk about topical. We just did a Boone
Just.
Creek uncorking that came out yesterday.
This is Boone County.
Thank you. We have a Boone Creek here in Lexington.
It's an outdoor center.
It's an outdoor center. You can do zip lining, canopy tours, kayaking. Now we're gonna do a commercial for
Chad's
Boone
got
Creek.
Chad's got that on the brain, but that's not.
Boone Creek,
No,
Lexington,
no.
Kentucky. All right, fine. So, Boone County
Boone County.
is a bourbon,
That's right.
and we just did an uncorking of this that came out yesterday. So, if you'd like to see the uncorking of Boone County 1833, go to our YouTube page and check it out. We have a pic of
Yes.
Boone County.
The Hops2go.
Now, these are both 12 years because, we explained this on the uncorking. This used to be a 10-year, and then their stock just kept aging
Naturally.
to a 12-year, so they decided just to update the labels. This is now a 12-year. This is a 12-year. The difference, besides this being a pick and this not, this is not a single barrel, and this obviously is.
Yes. This is
So.
109.58 proof.
And there's really not
What's
a on-the-shelf version of this to try because they're all picks.
Yeah.
This is 90.8.
So we're gonna have some difference here.
But, again, watching uncorking, we talk about how this one
The proof is not
felt like it was 100.
reflective of the feel.
Yeah.
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 Okay. So you'll pour the standard in
Standard,
these, and
uh-huh.
I'll pour the pick in these, and that's how we'll do it.
That's what's happening.
Yeah. Once you cross past KET and all that.
A little more than that, or is that good?
Oh no, that's good.
Okay.
Thank you
All
for
right.
asking.
You go
So
up.
polite.
Put it up.
You're right. I'm sorry. It's a habit.
Have it there in the foreground, so nicey nice. All right. How are we? Have we caught up?
Yes, we have a couple new ones, but I think we should get into these first.
Okay.
You ordered with this before?
So, let's
Here
start
comes
with
the sun.
yep.
We'll do it for 25.
Just a great nose on this guy. We got this one for
Get something else besides the
$50.
Yes. But that was a deal.
It was a deal. Yeah.
It was a deal.
The single barrel is a little bit more, but
It's a
again, it's a single barrel and it's a pick.
And it's a pick.
So you're not gonna
Someone-
you're not gonna find
Yeah.
It
It's
ever-
not going to be
different.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's great.
Alright.
Actually, this one is $79.99 on sale
Yes.
here at Hops2go. We just saw because it's literally
It's over there.
right over there.
I can see it.
But I just want to say, look at this label.
The label is real nice.
It's real nice.
It's real nice. We already talked about how much we like the bottle on the
Yeah.
uncorking. So,
Great smell.
this is the one we had the other night.
It is. It tastes
It tastes different
definitely
now.
more cherry.
Yeah.
We
I
talked about
said we
cherry.
talked about the cherry. It
Well,
tastes more cherry now. It's opened up for a few days.
for 24 hours.
The bottles are blurry, they say.
Well, they're out of focus.
We'll put it on here.
The focus is on us, folks. Yeah. I don't have autofocus is not on, so it'll stay blurry. Yeah, definitely picking up more cherry.
Than I did before. I mean, I said
And this might
cherry
be
before.
because we're 4 bourbons in, technically.
Well, not full, but yes, 4 tastes in.
4 tastes in, but
Give me another cracker, please.
it doesn't taste... It tastes like 90 proof now. It did in the
It
other day.
does. It did in the other day, but I think it's because we just had a 120.
Yeah. So, yeah, you put this right behind a 120, sure, it tastes like 90.8, but when you're
But
starting
just-
out your night with it...
It doesn't.
Here, I'm going to freak this person out.
No, don't freak him out. Someone's coming in.
You're the 1 millionth customer! No, I'm just kidding.
I'm like, what am I walking in?
This is a closed set, sir. You need to... Sorry.
Don't harass the customer.
As the bourbon goes, I will harass the customers more because I get less and less inhibitions.
I should have got that. No. I should have got 2 when I was in here. I'm gonna get the.
No, it tastes about the... Can we
Go
grab
ahead.
anything for
You're
you?
good.
Right there?
Yeah.
Grab there.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's an open store.
It does.
Oh, well,
Focus.
I know. It's fine.
It does taste lower proof than it did the other day, and I think it's because it's following the Knob Creek. So before I drink all of this, because it does go down easy still, though.
Yeah, it goes down really easy.
I want to move on to this.
Okay. Now,
that
before we
still
do this
here.
one, I'm gonna say the regular best nose of the day.
No, I'm just kidding. Disagree though.
Best nose of
The
day.
bunning barrel pick was my favorite nose so far. I haven't nosed this one yet, so I can't see. Or I can't tell. I can see.
You can see
I can't say.
this one's really good too.
Someone says under $15, Rebel Yell or Larceny. If you can get Larceny for under $15, get it.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah, someone else agrees.
Have you tried this yet?
He got Jack Daniels, and that's why Chad looked at him funny. To each his own. Let him have it.
Yeah, that's
He
fine.
asked for Weller first, so which is, you know, limited and hard to find. So good for him for trying, but he picked up the Jack Daniels, so good for him.
No more.
He's gonna watch this later and be like, "You guys talked about me."
I don't. Maybe.
This just
Will
smells.
you try it so we can talk about it?
Well, you're distracting me. I mean, again, a world of difference. Oh, there's so much. That's crazy. It starts out sweet, and then it goes into this like smoky, almost like a campfire kind of.
It's good.
That is really good.
Oh, what's the proof on this again?
109.
109.58
Yeah,
to get specific.
to get real specific with it.
To get Pacific. Wow. This is tasty.
Okay. I love the review that we did on this one, and I still feel the same way about it. I feel like it's good and it's a great value. The cherry opened up more, and I don't love that so much now, but I
'Cause it
still
reminds you of
like
medicine?
it. Yeah, everything that's like flavored like that, like
Yeah.
cherry, orange, berry, whatever, medicine to me.
Medicine.
This is fantastic. That smoky, I mean, it's like being by a fire.
Yeah,
Like
it
right,
is.
and this is actually the perfect weather because it's like 60 degrees outside. So if it were to get cooler tonight, I would totally drink this outside by a fire. It's delicious.
But look at the label.
But look at the label. It
See
shines
that?
in light.
It's like,
This one's just flat.
yeah. It's like a comic book from the 90s that you had to pay $3.99 for because it was like a special embossed
Don't
cover.
show your age.
Still doing it. Yeah, no, this is cool. Okay, fine. I gotta tell you, I actually like the nose better on this one, but I like the taste better on this one, and that's really what you're buying the bottle for, is the taste. I know nose is part of the whole experience.
Okay, the nose is lighter on this one.
I just
But-
get more of that
It definitely
awesome
smokier.
caramel vanilla, you know. And this one, yeah, it's smokier.
It's smokier, but the flavors are
Yeah, flavor.
outstanding. I
Outstanding
think.
on this one.
In my
Wowzers.
professional opinion. Am I a professional?
I'm
Can I
not
say
a
that?
professional bourbon drinker, but I
What?
do play one on YouTube.
So you're feeling it. Oh, he just goes, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Iridescent. Ooh, that's a great descriptor.
Iridescent.
Someone said the label looks iridescent, and I'm like, what?
It is
Can you be my new
iridescent.
thesaurus?
And cannot think of a big word right now.
Rebel Yell 10-year was only in Kentucky, right? For a bit?
No.
No?
Well, maybe for a bit.
Someone asked, it was for a bit, but
When I bought my first bottle, it was from an Instagram follower in like Texas.
we've started a Rebel Yell conversation, I feel like, on
Oh,
here.
okay.
Not we, they. Which, you know, it's your space. You can talk about whatever you want.
It's your space, guys. You live there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, okay, so
Wow.
while I finish these, all in all,
Do you want to declare a overall winner?
yeah.
All right. Do you want to go first? Or
Well,
second?
I feel like it's not a secret. I just talked about how much better all of mine were. And they're not mine, they're just sitting on my side of the table. All of the picks, all of the Hops2go picks.
All right. So okay.
Okay.
Pose a question. Mm-hmm. As he pauses for 15 seconds on live air. Did you like the barrel pick better than the on-shelf pick for all three?
Yes.
Yes. What was your overall best in show?
The Knob Creek Bunny Barrel Pick.
This guy.
Really?
Yes. This.
This is my second.
And it's
They're very
surprising
close. They're very
because I'm a
close.
very big Knob Creek fan, and you all know this. But this is specialness in a bottle.
It is very special, actually.
Come on in.
He works
Oh,
here.
you work here. Well, you know the drill. Welcome back. We have a delivery driver coming back, and they're
And they're
pushing
going
him out the
delivery
door
with another
to
delivery.
do more deliveries. Bye.
Good for him.
Thanks for coming. You couldn't see it, but he has a really cool haircut.
It's true.
No, I'm gonna
No, I
put
would
this one
say-
as my winner.
Okay. Well, this would be my
Your winner is.
Your winner is.
I don't know what that's from.
This would be. Here is your winner. I have no idea. This is my very close second. I just loved, like, the nose and the taste on the Knob Creek Bunny Barrel Pick from Hops2go were just amazing, both together. So that was my favorite combo. And
Sure.
this would be my second, very close second. Just for the really awesome campfire flavors that are in there.
Okay.
Just the sweet to
Yeah. the
smoky, like
Yeah.
it's a really cool journey.
I mean, this one's pretty savory too. We talked about
It
how
is savory.
savory the Woodford Double Oak is.
Yeah.
And it definitely is savory, and I think it would pair great with barbecue. But man,
But I also really enjoyed this one.
right?
Also delicious. Like,
So
it's just, I guess, our preferences. I mean, we're two different
Here's-
people. We pick two different
we are-
things.
we are two different people.
As much as
We are
people
not
like
connected
to think,
down here.
We're not connected by our hips.
no,
Yeah.
there's no hip connectivity.
Although we are always together.
Connectivity. Here's the thing about barrel picks, that if you haven't bought a barrel pick before, obviously, if you haven't been on a pick, there's good and there's bad. Mm-hmm. So, in my bourbon journey, which I've been on my journey a little bit longer than you, Sarah.
That's true.
When I was coming up into the bourbon world, just cutting my teeth on bourbon and cokes and whatnots, maybe a little bit after that, I thought I didn't like blends. Everyone was like over the moon, like blends. And I was like, why is everyone talking about blends? It's actually nasty. But it was because I bought, unbeknownst to me, a pick from another store of blends. And I didn't know what store picks were, barrel picks were back then. So I was like, this blends sucks. But then as I educated myself and got more in the know, I was like, oh, this was picked by these people at this store, and they picked a barrel that, in my opinion, wasn't all that great. And then I bought a regular blends,
On the show.
and I was like, oh, this is great. And then later, I tried a pick of blends from somewhere else, and I was like, oh, okay. So picks can be good or bad. What we demonstrated here today is, at this particular store, they're batting 1,000, right? So
Right.
3 for 3.
So, yeah, I mean, I think that's it. Like, I've had, a great Old Weller antique pick from Liquor Barn. Our friend Perry, who does my bourbon podcast, this is my bourbon podcast.
It's not your bourbon podcast.
Not mine. He does
This is my
his.
bourbon podcast.
Yeah. He had a pick from Liquor Barn of Old Weller Antique before it changed. That was just awful, he said.
Well, if we're naming places, that's where I had the blends pick that was awful.
Okay, well,
It was awesome.
I've had good and bad picks from there, and sometimes I feel like people do picks and they go out and they try things and they're like, what is the most unique,
the most
weird,
funky,
off the wall, funky,
out of the box.
and they walk away with it because it doesn't taste like what's on the shelf. But just because it's different doesn't make it good.
Right.
And I think what we learned here today is that they are picking.
I've learned something today.
At Hops2go, they are picking based on flavor and taste,
Yeah.
and not just trying to get away from the taste of the on the shelf for the sake of being different, but actually picking something that is delicious.
Yeah.
Which is what's important, because who wants
Yeah.
to buy something that's funky and cool and weird, but like also tastes like crap? So,
Yeah.
you wanna do picks that people want to drink,
Right.
and I want to drink all of these picks.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
If you're in
absolutely.
Lexington now, you can get it delivered. You can come pick it up. Or if you're not in Lexington now, but you're planning on making a trip to Lexington, I think it's
And-
definitely worth swinging by.
And surrounding counties.
Surrounding counties too, that's right.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it's worth hopping on their website and seeing like...
Hopping on their website?
Hopping on their website. I see what you did there. And seeing if they can come to you. And if not, you should come to them. And we're going to keep coming here.
Or, try barrel picks.
Yeah, just try picks and
Try 'em
see
out.
how you
Try
feel.
picks.
Especially if you have a bottle of the on the shelf already in your collection, go ahead and invest in a barrel pick, and then that's a fun night, like just trying them back to back, even blind, and seeing what you like best. If you have
Yeah.
a friend who can do that for you, make
Yeah.
them blind. But I have been. Let's do some comments.
Oh, let's do some comments. We've been blabbing here for a while.
Okay. One moment, please.
I might just get a little bit more.
Out of state barrel picks can be tough.
You want some?
Ooh, what is it? Oh, he wants some.
You want some? Yeah. I'm gonna give some to Tony here.
Our friend Tony, who has helped us put all this together. Thank you. I said thank you as I handed him the bourbon.
Wow.
That's my. I'll say thank you as I give you something, and I'm sorry for something that's not my fault. But
There's
that's
a
just me.
315 to Nutley. Now, if anyone can get that reference, I would tip my hat to you.
I can't get that reference.
It's not so much the time, but the Nutley. If anyone can get what show, give you a hint, what show that's from.
Oh goodness, you're too invested in the references, I think. Do the picks have the store's name on the labels? So, what I will say, some of them have it printed, like if you can see in this Woodford, it's printed here.
Yep.
Some of them have a tag.
Ah.
This one has a tag. Like I know Kentucky Spirit from Wild Turkey, when they do picks, always has
They
a
do
tag.
Yep.
And then some of them will have this, like kind of sticker on there.
The faux label.
Four Roses actually does their own like little label on the side. You
Yeah.
can actually design your own.
It's like a sticker.
So they're in different places, but they always try to make it pretty prominent to let you know.
Buffalo Trace does
There's
a
like
gold
a
round
gold-
sticker on
yeah.
the side.
Mm-hmm.
So it's different. Like the Blanton's pick that I had, it was on the neck, and it said, "Picked exclusively for
Yeah.
your store name here." So that's how it goes. Anyone can do it as long as you have a place to receive it that has a liquor license. So if you can get a store involved, shipped to the store, you have to have someone with a liquor license involved
Correct.
to receive the product. But
Yes.
if you have thousands of dollars, thousands of
dollars
dollars,
that
you
you just
too
wanna-
can go on a pick. But that's why we say there's so much value in being in a bourbon society, because you
Right.
get to do cool things like that. And that's why we're so thankful to be in our
Opportunities.
bourbon society,
Right.
because we've been on picks before, and
And it's pretty much impossible otherwise. Like you got to know
Amazing.
somebody.
it's a religious
Or-
experience.
It's a very cool experience. We would recommend it. Store picks of makers. People are talking about
Yes,
makers private
yes,
selection is
yes.
actually my favorite type of makers,
Yes.
because I'm not really a fan of their,
Just regular old off the shelf?
Yeah, but I really enjoy what they do with their barrel pick program. It's very cool, and I haven't had
The
one that I
46?
thought tasted bad. Just the makers private select, not
The 46.
yeah, the 46
You can-
same
you-
shape as this bottle,
Yeah.
but it's got the private selection label on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, you get to pick.
I'll just pull this from my own stash.
You get to pick what type of staves, the seared staves from the different oaks and so forth, go into that barrel, which is really cool.
Is Hops2go, do they ship out of state? No, we cannot ship out of
No,
state.
but you can ship yourself in state and come to the store.
You can ship yourself.
Ship yourself, and treat yourself.
Yes, come here. 3 hours? I mean, 3 hours is a drive, but when you're talking about a bourbon hunting drive and all the
Go on
places
a
you can stop
pilgrimage.
on the way and the distilleries that you can visit while you're here,
Yeah.
it's worth coming. If
Yeah.
you know you're going to swing by here and pick up some bottles anyways, make some plans. Stop at some places in, I don't know which direction you're coming from, but Bardstown or Louisville or wherever.
Europe.
And I don't think anyone's making a 3-hour drive from Europe. But
3-hour tour on the SS Minnow.
yeah, we would recommend it, and there's plenty of great things to do while you're here. Ooh, new Minium. Thank you for the chat, for the super chat.
Oh, Numinium, thank you. Thank you for the super
What was
chat.
the question?
Especially if you're in town for the Kentucky Derby.
Especially if you're in town for the Kentucky Derby, you should come by Hops2go.
If you are planning a trip to Kentucky and you cannot get here next week for the Derby, I would highly recommend coming in October, because
For
it's
Keeneland.
awesome. There's Keeneland. The leaves change. The weather's awesome.
The foliage.
The foliage. Yeah.
The foliage.
Yeah, the foliage is amazing.
Yeah.
Best second best time of year to come. Spring is the best because the trees and, the derby.
The plumage.
But the plumage.
On the trees.
And there's horses everywhere.
And the horses. We were just talking about that
And
today.
you can come here.
How we take the horses for granted.
When are we going to get a Bourbonite pick? Well, you know what?
That's
This was
kind of a Bourbonite
we
pick.
participated
We
in
participated
this
in that pick.
and it was a unanimous pick, and so it's sort of like something that we
Kind of ours.
we can kind of
They
say.
should kind of put our logo on it. I don't know. But it pretty much is there.
Someone said they drove through Louisville last weekend when Thunder over Louisville was going on. That's a time I would recommend not coming to Louisville. Oh, that traffic is awful. Yes,
Oh,
it's terrible.
we got another
Terrible.
customer.
What? How much time do we got?
We got
some
15
time?
left. Yeah. We got 15. We're drinking some bourbon.
So if you were gonna pick one more of these to have another pour of, it would be the Boone County.
Well, I already had a second of the Boone County.
You had a second pour?
Welcome, sir.
Hello.
Thank you.
Come on in.
You guys got your own.
You're the next contestant on Buy Some Bourbon.
You should.
I don't know. It might be beer.
In
I
a
don't
past
know.
life, you were a game show host.
Probably. Yeah.
Malted in Montreal. Welcome.
Hey, thank you, malted in Montreal.
Let's see if he can say that 3 times fast.
Malted in Montreal.
No, don't do it.
malted.
Don't do it. Don't really do it.
I'm not really gonna do it. But greetings from Canada, I assume.
Someone got our foliage reference. Yes, we've been looking.
We censored ourselves.
I've been looking for Old
But,
Crow Reserve since then, and I haven't found any more.
I think I got one coming from Florida from a friend, a new friend.
Someone mentioned yesterday or today, I can't remember, that I should do a review I should do
Hammered?
reviews just the way I was in that video.
Ooh.
Just to see what would happen.
Can I make the theme song? It's Drunk Sarah. She reviews some bourbon. It's Drunk Sarah. I don't know. I'll work on it. But yeah, like
if
an
you wanna
SNL
see
type.
that, if you want to see
type
that
show.
comment,
Yeah.
I'll do it for you. But
Hi, everybody. My name's Sarah.
that is not what it was
And
like.
for some reason, I talk like Harry Carey when I'm drunk. Hi.
I don't think Harry Carey's on the list of impressions. That's
Hi. If bourbon was made out of cheese, would you eat it? I know I would. I smell.
this is what I deal with every day. Okay. Okay.
I can't finish it.
Sometimes. Okay, if I were to ask, I'm asking for a friend. Mm-hmm. Sometimes after I drink bourbon, I start sniffling, sneezing, runny nose, etc. Have you ever encountered this, or do you think it's just an allergy to some grain? Ooh, that's interesting. It could be.
We know someone who said they can only have like a teaspoon of bourbon now because they have they have an
Sarah with an
allergy
H.
to bourbon, or at least like maybe it's like a gluten thing. I don't know. Actually, that should be distilled out, so probably not gluten, but some type of allergy. I don't know. We've heard of it. I've actually had some people ask us, what bourbon is
Gluten
certified as gluten free, and that's been a whole discussion.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, we've heard of that.
Have we ever gotten a bad purchase where we regret it? And most importantly, what do you do with a bottle like that?
Okay,
Someone doesn't want to dump it.
I'm actually really glad that you asked this because I've seen some Instagram posts here lately of people taking a bottle of bourbon and pouring it either down the sink or in their toilet because they didn't like it. Now, I understand you don't like it and you want it out of your life. Cool.
I'm going to counter your argument, but go ahead.
Okay. However, a big portion of drinking bourbon and the bourbon community is sharing. There might be someone out there. There's some bourbons. They're small. But there's some bourbons out there that we really don't like. But I know someone who does like a bourbon that I like the least in the world. So invite some people over, pour them that bourbon, and see if any of them like it.
Okay.
And if they do, give them the bottle. Be like, go for it.
Okay.
Or try some cocktails and
With
try
it.
that bourbon in that cocktail to see if you can make a
Make
cocktail that hides the
Yeah.
awful taste that you don't like. And see if you can finish the bourbon. We had someone put a bourbon that will rename mainless.
Will remain nameless.
Thank you. Into a container that they put peaches in, and they let it set for a couple weeks, and it was this peach flavored. So
they infused it.
they infused it and made it a flavored whiskey, and it was good. And they drank it and they finished the bottle. So that would be my recommendation.
Okay.
Now, what is counterpoint?
Okay, well, I agree with you in that I don't think most things are worth throwing away. I think that you can repurpose it into something, even just use it with baking. If you can't drink it, find a way to bake with it. Find someone else who likes it. However, some people would say, do you want to subject your friends to bad whiskey?
But what if one of those friends
Likes
it?
it.
Say,
I
do
agree
a
with
tiny
you.
pour. Do a tiny pour.
I
You
agree
might
with
not
you.
dig it. But then that one friend is like, no, I like this.
I agree. I completely agree. Have people, I've said, like, we kind of need to do this, I guess, just, like, have a group of people over with some things that we're not super fond of, and just, I mean, not just those things. We're not assholes. Like, some good things, too. But, you know, have a selection out, and if somebody is wild about something, just be like, you know what? I'm glad you enjoy it. You drink it all night.
You just won
Like,
that bottle.
Yeah, that is yours now. Thank you, Joseph, for the super chat. That is awesome.
Hey, Joseph,
He
thank
loves the movie
you.
references. I sit here and grit my teeth.
Does Chad need to ride home? Yes.
Pam says, does Chad need to ride home? And the answer is,
Hops2go is going to
they're going to deliver him home. Let's
Actually, we got some stuff to do here afterwards, Pam, so it's
so
all
we're
right.
going to, and then there's pizza across the street.
Yeah, it's
so
pizza
we'll
across
just,
the street. So we're fine.
yeah. And again, yeah, someone said make an old fashioned with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think before you pour it out, try it in a cocktail. If that doesn't work, try it with baking. If that doesn't work, get a close group of friends, have them taste it. If any one of them loves it, give it to them. And if after that point no one likes it, it's just awful.
Yes.
I don't know. Can you donate it to something like?
Yeah, but yeah, run it through the gambit first. And then if still nothing is coming from it, all right. I guess, pour it down the creek.
Someone asked us at the Double Oaked. I'm finishing up the.
Joseph had a Knob Creek store selection, and it was great.
This one is also great.
I've never heard of a bad Knob Creek store selection.
That's what I'm drinking.
Yeah.
Someone said that's what they've done with their Noah's Mill. Like, poured it out?
Well, we do have a bottle,
We have a
that
bottle
was
that's
not superlative.
Iffy. But I will put it into baking things or cocktails.
I mean, it's 114.x proof. It's a high proof bourbon. Yeah, you put that in a cocktail or baking, or someone might like it. But thank you again, Joseph.
Ooh, we had Tom who just got back from Bardstown and went to Barton's,
Bardtown?
Buffalo Trace, Castle and Key. Liked our
Oh,
reviews.
nice.
I haven't been to Castle and Key yet. We really need to go. We're
Been
gonna make
there.
it out
It's
there.
beautiful. Their gin, by the way, Castle and Keys
Yeah, make
gin.
some ribs with it. Like, put it in a
is
glaze.
great.
That would be good. There's
Yeah.
so many things you could do with it
So
before you
many
pour it down the drain.
activities.
Infuse it, like you said.
Yep.
Let's see. We're almost
Give it away. Yeah,
Out of
exactly.
time.
Give it away. Give it away now.
give it away.
Yeah, we're nearing the end, so we'll get some last few questions in here.
Oh, gave it to the Noah's
Gave it to a
Mill.
friend?
Gave it to a friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice job.
totally. Yeah.
I really like Noah's Mill. If you could see,
but
it's up
there,
here.
out of well, the base is in frame.
Yeah, it's really good stuff. They get a great little selection back here. It's like mostly the things that I would want, and none of the things that I'm like, I don't really need it. What's the highest proof bourbon we're comfortable with? We've had 140, and I'm comfortable with that.
We've had at a bar 142.
I don't remember this.
George C. Sag. It's either 142 or 144, and we were comfortable with it. So we've yet to meet a bourbon proof that we're uncomfortable with.
We're getting a lot of high proof things,
Yeah.
a lot of high proof questions for us. And people are asking, are we going to do a barrel proof flight fight?
Yes.
We are. So we're going to round out our rye flight fight, which has been
One more left.
a little bit on a delay, but we've been trying to keep up with
The new releases.
the newer releases. So it's like with
Long
Long
Branch
Branch and
and
stuff. So when
so
something
forth.
like that comes out, we want to give you that before we give you the rye flight fight results, because those can come anytime.
Yeah.
We want to finish out that series,
Yes.
and then we'll start a barrel proof
Yes.
flight
So
fight.
our plan right now.
Which should end beautifully, considering how we're doing right now.
Exactly. So the plan right now is to do a Booker's flight fight because we're both huge Booker's
Huge.
fans, and then take that winner and put into one of the 4 spots for our barrel proof flight fight, and we might do barrel proof part 1, part 2. I don't know, because there's more than just 4 barrel proofs that we love. So that's kind of the plan right now. Booker's first, rye results first.
Then
Booker's
we'll do
flight
Booker's
fight,
flight fight to
Then
determine
barrel proof
which-
flight fight,
Yeah.
potentially part 1.
Yes, but could be lots of parts.
Yeah.
Last question
Okay.
for the day.
Sure.
oppositely,
Yes.
what is the lowest proof bourbon you would like to drink?
Probably about 86 proof. There's
I
not
agree.
really an 80 that I'm
Wild about?
wild about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say I'm more in the 90 range.
I mean, 86 would be my lowest.
Yeah.
Lowest. Your 1783 is 86 proof.
Then I guess I'll have to say 86.
Don't quote me on that. I'm just trying to remember. I think that's right.
Thanks, Todd. Cheers. I don't have any. I have one
Ah.
tiny sip left.
Cheers.
And Joseph again. Thank you.
Thank you, Joseph. Had the 128 proof George T. Stag last night. My first George T. Stag ever. And despite the high proof, it was very drinkable and a moderate
Yeah.
heat Kentucky hug.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
you know,
very
it's
mild. I mean, it's not mild.
It's crazy how, like, a younger bourbon barrel proof versus something that they know what they're doing. Barrel proof can just make so
world
much
of difference.
a world of difference. You can have a 144 proof that you're like, I don't know, maybe 120.
Yeah.
You can have a not so great 100 proof, and you're like, this burns like it's 130.
Yeah.
So it's just, oh, thank you, Boss Hog. Lou.
Towards my bottle that I'm going to buy after this. Thanks. I'm going to buy this.
Is that Louisville, Boss Hog? Is that the Lou?
Boss Hog Lou? Or are you just Lou?
Could just be Lou.
Could be Lou.
That'd be an
Where are we
interesting
at?
spelling.
We're good.
We're good.
another minute.
We're good.
Yeah. So,
2017
thank you
George C.
all.
Stag is freaking good. Yes. Yes.
so
43,
so
so
86.
that's 86.
yeah,
Yeah.
math.
Thank you, Kyle.
Yeah, that's probably the lowest I wouldn't say comfortable with. I'll drink,
I mean, we'll do
if I
Basil
went to a
Hayden,
party,
but for doing
I'd
Basil
drink it.
Hayden, we better have some
Shortbread
shortbread cookies because that makes it so much better.
Lewis for Lewis. Thank you.
Yes.
Well, I guess on that, we better wrap it up.
Yeah, we should.
Let's do it.
We're about at the end here, folks. So,
Thanks for watching.
guys. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I would imagine you are. But if you're not, please give us a subscribe. It helps us out, and we really appreciate it. You can follow us on all the Instagrams. All the Instagrams.
Well, just one Instagram.
Just
all
one
the
Instagram.
Social media.
All the social media is at It's Bourbon Night. We have a
Patreon page.
yes.
Patreon.com/It's Bourbon Night. We also have an Amazon influencer page, which is Amazon.com/shop/It's Bourbon Night.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have any of our fun glasses this time, but
No.
we have lots of other things.
Yeah.
And if you want to know more about Hops2go or their barrel picks, you should follow them on Facebook, Instagram, all the social media. Hops2go,
Yep.
which is Hops2.
The number 2.
Backwards.
the
I
number
don't know.
2.
The number 2. Go.
Yeah.
And they'll tell you about all the things going on. If you're here, stop by the store,
Yeah.
visit their website,
Yeah.
order something online.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess that'll do it.
We're gonna go next door and eat some pizza.
We're gonna eat some pizza, and I think we're planning on next Saturday is Derby and Cinco de Mayo. So I think we'll probably stick with a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully Saturday doesn't get out of hand, and we can still stick to a Sunday. But we'll let you know.
We'll let you know.
So, all right. Well, thanks everybody.
Yeah. Thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Chad.
Okay. And until next time, drink more bourbon.